Hey, Path to Purpose community, let's talk about it. I want to help my community utilize the SMART goal method. I've spoke about the acronym before. It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound. Being able to utilize this method is so important. So I'm going to share some examples to make you understand the application of the method. All right, specific. Say, for instance, you say you want to be healthier. That's a very vague goal. You want to put some specific constraints to that. Sort of like this. I'm going to drink 8 glasses of water every day. Commit to myself to doing that. I'm going to exercise 3 times a week. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm going to work out for 45-minute interval of those 3 days out of the week. You see what I mean? Now, that's a specific goal that you'll be able to attain. Measurable. Now, you say you want to lose weight. Again, too vague. You know, how do you measure that? How do you know where you're at? So you would first want to know where your starting point is at. So get on a scale or use a tape measure, measure your hips, your waist, and be able to see where you're starting at. And then set a measurable goal. I want to lose 10 pounds. Now, you can't do that all at one time. That would probably be impossible. So you say, I want to lose 3 pounds every 2 weeks. That means every 2 weeks you would want to check yourself and check your progress. See, having that goal being measurable, it allows you to stay motivated and working at achieving of that 10 pounds at that point where you arrive at. All right. So attainable is the next one. This is where so many people fall short because they overwhelm themselves by either having impossible goals that's unattainable, or they set too many goals at one said time that they're never able to fully see it all the way through. So they end up being very miserable because their goals is just not coming together. So we don't want to be having unattainable goals. And that would be something sort of like this. Say you want to save $1 million, but you say you want to do it in 30 days. But you're struggling to pay your bills at this moment. Like, it's probably tough to save $1 million in 30 days. I don't know, unless you win the lottery. But any other way, or depending on what your life is. We're talking about a person that has a regular income coming in and they just want to have $1 million at some point. Now, can you assess your income and then look at your time and your life, see where you can sacrifice some leisures to say that I can save, say, $200 every pay period for this amount of time. And depending on how you look at the time, you can save that $1 million over time, but you have to be real with what money you're bringing into your household at that moment to be able to say, okay, I can allocate these funds to savings to be able to bring me closer to that end goal. So you see, that's more attainable because you're making it off of actual figures that you have your hands on. You see what I mean? So that's how we want to think about our goals. We want to make it attainable by how we set them. The next one is relevant. All right, whatever it is that you're doing, it should bring you closer to your end goal and where you want to end up in life. And that is what's most important to that. So you wouldn't want to be, learning Mandarin if you're not going to be using the Mandarin language in any way, shape, or form to bring you closer to your end goal. Yes, it's a great foreign language. And if you have opportunity and leisure time at some point in your life to learn it, I would encourage it. But for right now, if that's not going to bring you closer to your end goal, then that shouldn't be a relevant goal that you're setting for yourself right now because it doesn't bring you closer to ultimately what is going to be beneficial to you in the long run, all right? And time bound. Let's be honest. When that teacher said you have a final on December 20th going into the Christmas break, and she's been reviewing work from September all the way down to the end of the semester, and I don't know about you, but how many people were really reviewing every single week up until that test came? Probably none of us. The majority of us out there probably crammed. If you're anything like me, you crammed the last 3 days prior to that test to make sure that you were successful on passing that quiz or that final exam, right? And I'm just being honest. That time constraint, knowing that test was coming on that date, it just gave you a certain urgency to study that last week coming up to it, or the last couple of days prior to. And that's how you want to set your time constraint on your goals. Okay, you want to make it time bound because you want to have a sense of urgency as you're moving towards your goal. All right, so that is the SMART goal method. I believe that you can use this method in all different phases of your life, whether it be trying to achieve something professionally, financially, and anything personal in your life. You can use the SMART goal method and it will do wonders for you. All right. So apply it, learn it, remember it, write it down, keep referring to it, because it will definitely make your goals come to you a lot easier and faster if you utilize the SMART goal method. All right. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. And I'll see you on the next one.